Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is John Deleski. It's June 14th, 2018. We're doing a video of our safety video of direct drive versus worm drive. So today we have two different saws here. Does anyone know what the name of this saw is?
Direct drive?
Direct drive. And
That's a worm drive.
this is worm drive. Does anybody know the difference? Tony, what's the difference between this saw and this saw?
The position of the blade next to the engine.
Okay, position of the blade. This blade is on the right-hand side and this blade is on the left-hand side. Okay, there's also a difference set up on the motor also. This blade is connected direct to the motor. That's why it's called direct drive. This blade here is on the left side. The motor is spinning counterclockwise and the blade is spinning clockwise. So therefore we have to have a transmission. We have a transmission in this one. Anytime you're working with the saw, you want to make sure the power source is disconnected. So we're disconnected. We're going to look at the saw here. So we have a worm drive, we have a transmission. We want to make sure we're going to check the cord. No frays in the cord. You have your grounding plug. You have 3 prongs. The ground's intact, it's not missing. Switch is operational. Handle's good, no cracks. Everything works properly. Our adjustments up and down. We had to do an angle. Our angle got moved. So now we're going to check, before we do any cutting, we're going to check our transmission for fluid with the trusty supply wrench. We're going to loosen up the cap here, and in the operating position, which is all the way down, we're going to check our fluid level. Take your cap off, and if your oil is right to the edge where the threads are, the machine threads for your cap, that's good. If you can see your gearing in there, it's way too low and you could possibly burn out your saw, which is not cheap. It could be a $300 saw that you're going to kill. So keep the fluid up to the top. Tighten your cap back. You don't have to really snug it up, but tighten it a bit. And bring it back. Now, so we have the worm drive. We showed you the transmission, check the fluid, the adjustments. And now we have the direct drive. The direct drive we happen to have is a Milwaukee. This one has an option to move your handle up and down to be more comfortable whichever way you're cutting. If you're cutting on the bench or if you're cutting somewhere on a house, cutting rafters, you might want to bring the saw blade down a little bit. So whatever way you feel comfortable with. This has multiple adjustments. We have an adjustment for the base, is right here, up and down, for your height adjustment, for cutting through different thicknesses. We have our angle in the front, which is going to lock it to make different angle cuts. Lock that. This little button here is for changing our blade. Just like the other saw, we want to see where the cord is. Okay, somebody accidentally comes by and says, hey buddy, your cord's not plugged in. Happened to me before. Power source, cord. Make sure they're disconnected. So, to change the blade on the direct drive, we take the wrench, push this button in, and we want to make sure the saw blade locks. Rotate it and it's going to lock at a position so you can take the blade off. Loosen it up. Make sure you don't lose any parts. Flip the guard up. Keep your washer handy. This blade is missing a few teeth. Looks a little burned from overuse. Now, guard here has a spring on it for a reason. You don't want to wedge this up. That's a safety violation, and it's also an unsafe act. You can get cut really bad. So this stays in the working position. We have a blade, 7 1/4 inch blade, matches a 7 1/4 inch saw. Note the circle in the middle. For direct drive, you keep that little diamond cut out in your blade. Okay, that'll fit right on here. What, question?
No.
I have a question.
Yes,
How do you know which way the teeth on the blade go?
I was just getting to that. Good question. Now, the direction on the travel of the teeth is stamped on the blade. Disregard where the saw is stamped with the company name on it. Because I can put it on this way too. So it doesn't, stop it.